And here we go again. So on the launch pad, and I just clicked on the news. Look, that's the launch pad screen. Here's the news. It takes me over to, I think, Steam or the internet, or. But here it is. This is the news. Rise of Raselhague, available now. Stupid name. Free base game update. Blah blah blah. Rise of Raselhague. Launch trailer. I haven't seen this. Why don't we give it a go?
I dedicated my life to fighting for the freedom of our people. But the great house's disdain for our people is endless.
Ooh, look.
For over 700 years, both House Kurita and House Steiner have used their lies of equality
a mech with a
to
stupid
justify the oppression of our people.
Manga's
I
popular.
am here to announce we will be recognized as the Free Rasalhague Republic.
I am Obersta Christian Manstotir of the Kunst Army of the Free Rasalhague Republic.
Remarkably unroused by his motivating speeches.
Rasalhague terrorists, in the name of the dragon, fight!
Well, hello, fellow mercs. Not so fast on that evac. We need to throw down first.
Mason, leave no survivors. No one can know of our involvement in this.
Targets are attempting to raise an alarm. Destroy them, quick!
Alert! Alert! All first tier and supporting mercenary forces, we are under attack!
If by some miracle I survive, I can promise you one thing. I will make them pay.
Explosions, yes. Lasers, yes. Giant robots, yes. Some bloke blathering on, not so much. Okay, let's get out of that and back into the game. Let's see what we're going to get up to today. I don't know where I'm going to start, but I noticed that I've got a buttload of sea builds, so I'm going to go on a shopping trip. After this next little mission, I'm going on a big shopping trip and just tour the galaxy, see what I can find. Like, you know, hero mechs or standard mechs or anything new, big, cool, nice guns. Just have a big old spend up. Now this is a 175 ton mission, so I'm just going to take 2 mechs. An 80 and a 95. I mean, what could go wrong, right? 2 of the greatest pilots ever. Me and whoever the Alright, looking down from space. Ah, Bigfoot. Show me your big metal toe. Now I wanted to change the controls a little. I click R when I want to target the next enemy. You know, to highlight him on my radar, get a missile lock and all that kind of stuff. That involves me taking my fingers off the movement keys, the walking keys, taking one finger off and fiddling around and finding R. I've got a nice gamer keyboard and R's sort of physically highlighted, but nonetheless, what's going to be quicker is doing it with my little pinky, my little finger. This is a button that I just press constantly throughout the game, so I really want it to be much more fluid than it is. So I think it's a bad key choice. I'm going to think about caps lock, group 5. I think that's punch. I almost never use it, but I'd like to keep that again somewhere coordinatable. Right, long story short, I've gone with left control to cycle radar and left shift to cycle radar and left control to change my weapon from all group from group fire to cycle fire, chain fire. Let's look at this glorious map. I'd like to get over into the New Roads territory and have a fight with them. So in the hope that we'll essentially get a bump with a rival mercenary group, we're going into the Roads territory and I'm going to take some kind of mission there. No, me, it'll be a Davion for money or a Liao for reputation. So many reputations I want to get up. Steiner, Karita now. Just unfortunately, each of the DLCs, each of these campaigns, and I obviously want to play through all of them, is with a completely opposing faction. So destroys my reputation to finish one campaign, and then I want to start the next, and I guess there's probably a year or 6 months or something between campaigns for you to regain rep. Not that you'd have known what to regain. I'm messing with these keys again. I didn't like. It's definitely going to be left control for chain fire. Oh, sorry, and left shift for radar lock. On here, what's in the cantina? Treasure hunters. Not ready to just start taking them for the money yet. I want to finish these skill trees. I'm not going to use any of the... I've got all the ones I wanted, but I'd like to, that I may want something different later on. So I'd like to finish all these off. Have the options on the upgrade, even if I've never used them. And after that, I'll just milk them for, whichever one pays best and the most often. It's probably the ones I've already done. So War Dog, yeah, why not? I mean, kill 40 VTOLs, it doesn't take long, does it? Always getting swamped by VTOLs. I'm tempted by this, since I'm crawling around doing random missions, it'd just be free money. But it fills up my last slots, and I'd like them to be on progression. Black market. So look, I've got 50 million sea bills to spend, so I'm interested in anything high level, that might be part of a collector mission, item collector mission. I don't tend to accept them unless I've already got the goods. Supercharger 4 and 5 came up quite a lot, so I might nab them. I've never installed one, but I have used them in collector missions. Mechs, no thank you, no thank you. Well, let's pop down to the planet, see what's going on. I want to do this in the right order. I want to whatever. So I've got 12 points again. That's everything, let me say. But the nice thing about working for Davion is I'm going to get all the loots. Here are the boys. 175 loadout. 2 mechs. 2 mighty mechs. I'm going to buy some more pilots too. The earliest opportunity on my big spend up tour of the galaxy. Lunch in 3, 2, 1. I've missed lunch. Too busy blowing things up. Say it, girl. Say it.
The target is an agricultural center. Commander, marked on your tactical display. Our employer wants us to leave nothing behind, so flash everything in sight. I will monitor your progress from here.
Look where I
Our
am.
employer reports airstrike support is inbound on your position. You should be able to call it in shortly.
It's all that stuff in the sky. This is an agricultural centre and it looks like it's on an asteroid. Agriculture, because, you know, plants grow nicely on asteroids. All those forestry worlds I've been on in the last few days, but no, the agricultural centre is here. I mean, look at it. So fertile.
Sierra 2-1 reporting in. We are standing by, ready to deliver the payload. Over.
Oh, I'm glad you're on station, friend. I feel safe. Ooh, and we're off. Dr. Spock's a Vulcan.
Ground armor spotted.
And a doctor.
Unit prosecuting mercenary mechs.
This guy's got a PPC and a large laser linked on one shot for a big, you know, for a long range snipe. Got these rockets. And I like them. I think I'm actually now levelled on everything, so I don't actually need to shoot off loads of rockets to go up levels. It's all job done. What I need to do now is to encourage my wingmen to do all the killing, do all the shooting, and do all the fighting, so they go up levels. Just generally take a backseat role.
Target acquired.
I mean, this is a nice spot, isn't it? Right, look at this huge range. They're not shooting back. Just sniping or just turkey shoot.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
So I'm pressing left shift. I'm liking it. Occasionally,
Target destroyed.
my conditioned reflexes are trying to make me go for the R button again to catch myself from time to time. Looking at a helicopter. Helicopter. Got a quest to kill a load.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system.
Huh? You sneaky assassin. How did you get here? I don't know where my wingman is, but he's not doing much. Oh, take it back, shot something. Melty. A bit later on, I'm going to have a go with short burst lasers too. The difficulty with these lasers is that you have to keep the beam on them for a little while after you fired it. It's not
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't
it's
you
not
go over
instant
and
damage. So you
introduce
have to
yourself?
keep them on target for the duration of the burn. I'm going to try the short burn one, so presumably I don't have to keep them on target so long. That's the beauty of the PPC, so they have to lead the shots, although they, which is they're harder to hit with. It's fire and forget. Once you fired it, you start doing something else for a bit. While with these missiles I have to keep the Glock on, and with the laser beams I have to keep the beam in contact while I'm burning. Not quite burst fire. There are also some upgrades that do the same thing, that reduce the amount of time it takes for the laser to put the damage down. So if you're a real laser boat,
The area is down to half
that might be the
capacity.
way.
Keep going.
Now lasers, if you get it, if you stay in contact the whole time, do more damage than the PPC, and they're easier to hit with. So I might, at some point, have a play with my rifleman, and swap out 2 of his PPCs for 2 large lasers. Blow them up before they blow up next to me. Yeah, and swap them out for 2 large lasers and maybe change them up, fiddle some upgrades. And see how that works out for me.
This area is on its last legs, Commander. Just one final push, and then we can all go home.
Oh, this has been quite easy, hasn't it? It's just that. Now it's going to be crash. Oh, I hate artillery. They cause me a lot of headache.
Watch out. That mech is going critical.
Alright, that's us done. Ways out.
I expect our employer to be very satisfied with this result.
Yes, I'm
Head
sure
to the
you do.
Evo point for extraction.
Target destroyed.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target fire started.
I should just be running Dixie and getting out, but I don't think I've earned any salvage. I've got all that salvage rights as well. I've got all the repair money, and although we're not going to get any extra C-bills for all these kills, we might get some extra salvage, might get some better salvage.
Take it out.
Target destroyed.
I think the dropship's landed, so it will start gunning as well. But, I mean, nothing better than having a load of fire support. Sometimes I get those green medium lasers to work, sometimes, but I find them unsatisfactory. I'm weak.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target crab. Target acquired.
The other thing I should really do with it is build a non-laser version of this rifleman, is to build one with rifles. I've never used the rifle. As far as I can tell, it's sort of the same damage as the laser. Might even be better. Because I've been going to a lot of these sort of lava worlds, and it's just overheat, 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 overheat. I get about 3 shots out before I completely overheat. And then once the overheating starts, I never have time to cool down again. In the earlier games, they had a coolant. You had sort of 10 seconds of coolant you could use. You know, invariably never lasted the whole map, but
Stand by for pickup.
it was pretty nifty. You could shh, and you cool down instantly back down to 0. You might be able to do that once or twice a map. So what are we getting? Shadow. What can we forward? Can't get it. Don't have enough. Can't believe it.
This one is a real piece of work. It's no wonder
So,
someone wants them
this is after I've been shopping now, and I picked up a whole load of new stuff, including a Marauder, which is such a funky little item. I'll show you them. I'll show you what happened to me on my shopping trip in the next mission. But this is quite a big mission. I think this is some kind of campaign mission, not for the new DLC, but for one of the old ones. And I've actually had to take 4 mechs. It's 340 mech, 340 ton loadout, so I had to take a full house. I bought some new pilots. They're not as high level as my previous pilots, but they've got room to go up to 57, 58, 59, 60. These guys are going to go all the way with me now. So I'm skilling them up.
Radar contact. Enemy vehicles on the move.
Look at him in his stupid hat. He's one of them.
Enemy destroyed.
I like a big helmet to hide my tiny head.
New target, Charger.
And so these are high. So the Charger, there he is, like the new mech. I'll just deal with him because well, that's what you get for being new. We watched the preview, didn't we? Like, you saw it in the preview. They were all very pleased with that one. A labour of love. This year's waiting for a new mech to be evolve, and it was that one. It was a dodo. So I'm in Lava World, like, just constantly overheating. I don't know where to buy double heat sinks. That might help. But I'm thinking change of weapon system, skip the lasers, go for some cannons, rifles.
Target destroyed. System offline.
So I've got some spare rifle and chassis that I think work with rifles, that don't work with lasers. Why not, eh? Might work out. I'll give it a go a bit later. I don't know if you can see what my credit bills are now, but I've spent that 50 million, and so I won't be giving it a go instantly. I'll have to go back to profitable space and grind up some more cash.
Enemy destroyed.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
So we jumped forward in time in my campaign here. This isn't directly consecutive to the last mission you saw just now at the beginning of the video. This is what we built. This is what I built up to today. The big shopping mission to go on a high risk, high reward. So those guys, all three of them, I'm still a 60 ton mech, they're like 290s and a 95. And I want them to skill up, so I'm hoping they'll be doing all of the fighting. And against small mechs, they should just eviscerate them. But the mechs we're fighting now are increasingly big. What? In your head? In your hat, maybe? Did it fall off?
Target destroyed.
What component is lost?
Enemy mech nullified.
So I know I'm going to overheat when I pull the trigger. You know, do the alpha strike all four at the same time. But that is the way to knock them out. I really can't resist it. So still...
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
So look at my heat bar to the right of the minimap. You see 46, 44, 43, 46. It's going down. That's slowly. That's very slow decline. Because we are on lava world.
Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
I think this is an assassination. I'm popping around all the known sites. And bad guys are going to be at one of them. Well, there's going to be bad guys at all of them, but the main event is going to be at one of them. And it is a high difficulty mission. It is marked on the map as high difficulty. Something which is not reflected in the pay. No. High difficulty, low reward.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
There's turrets and stuff behind me. I'm hoping my wingmen will just kill them. As I said, they need to skill up. I don't.
Target
Tango down.
They need to practice.
target destroyed.
I don't know if their skill points go by kill or if they just get, you know, you've used it this map. You've used the weapon system, you got some damage, so you got that much improvement. Or if they kill 10 with a laser, then they're going to get 10 loads of laser experience. I don't know how it works. You know, if I made them do all the work and all the killing, do all the damage and take all the damage, if that would...
There they are, Commander.
That would mean they went up loads of experience points. Okay, what's out there? I think this is the main event.
Target acquired.
There's a lot of them, and they're not going down in single shots. Not built for this. I'm going to back off. Let the others do the tanking. I almost lost a leg and both one arm.
New target javelin.
A sniper with no arms would be useless. Wouldn't even be able to punch him. This is javelin. This guy should. I mean, I should be able to utterly blow him up. Except that it's so hot, I can't fire as much as I'd like.
Incoming missile.
Can't tell who's friendly and who's not. I'm certainly pulling back. I want them to come on to me. I don't want to get swamped by brawlers.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Good.
Target acquired.
Right on
Oh,
cue.
there's
VTOL on
something's
approach.
got behind us.
Critical.
I can never resist the tanks, but I can't help the mechs, but I can't help thinking it'd be nice to get rid of all the tanks first.
Threat eliminated.
That way, it wouldn't just. I mean, it's a quick gun to stop shooting at you. And also, ooh, luckily this is offline.
System offline.
It's not just a quick way of reducing the damage you're taking because they die quickly, losing a weapons platform firing on you. It's also that the AI aren't distracted by them, so you know they're then concentrating on the big stuff,
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
or concentrating on the same target because there's not so many targets around. That's my theory. I don't put it into practice as much as I'd like to.
New target.
Look, look. So Atlas, this is the first 100-ton mech I've met in the game. Let's give him a fight. And I obviously I want
Incoming missile.
his salvage. So my salvage theory is the more damage they've taken, the cheaper they are in salvage points, the more likely you are to be able to get them. But I don't just want to kill this 100-ton mech. I want to utterly sandpaper every possible component off him first. You know, wouldn't it be nice to just headshot him, and we get the whole nice mech like in the good old days. But no, I think in this game mechanic that doesn't work. I'm not rewarded financially for headshots.
System offline.
Got our target. Nicely done. We fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
So that was the Atlas. I don't like the look of Atlases compared to these Mad Cats and Mordors, which I'm a big fan of, but I still want them. And they've got the juice to do the job. The big boy tank. Alright, so after this one I'm going to upload and sort this one out. I'm going to put on the my shopping adventure, which takes place just before this mission we've just ended here. And I'll pick up a few mechs and do a couple of and do a few difficult missions for some quest line or others that aren't very exciting for me. None of those is the Atlas. It's the Charger, which is for 28, given I've got 20. Thanks, can't afford it. Even though I slag it off, I'd take it for the money. And again, at some point, I'll give it a go. I'll take one out for a walk. Looking for sort of level 3 weapons. This is the high reward mission, and I'm a little disappointed by it in terms of reward. Mind you, there's $1 million for killing the captain. So look at too quick. I want to show you his stupid hat. 7 million, 10 million, 5 million. Oh, the pain. Almost out of money. And I'm right on the other side of the universe from anywhere friendly. So all the shopping places are really expensive. Bad deals. Reward quest. I mean, can I go one more? So after all that, what I haven't actually done is the high reward quest. I've just done all the other quests that are here. I'm trying to work out which of these is the high reward quest on the planet that I'm actually on. And I suggest to you that the last two I did here wasn't it. It wasn't the high, or maybe it was, I don't know. It's confusing. I mean, what could go wrong? Let's click it and see. So I'm reading it, you know, I'm looking for it to say Sheridan, I'm looking to give the planet name or some sort of clue that it's right. You know, this one seems easy, all I have to do is click accept. If you look down the list, 3 and 4, Rihanna and Free Raselhague Republic, they're, I think, the new ones. That's the new campaigns that came with the DLC, but I haven't finished the campaigns for the old DLC yet. I've only had the game for a month or so. I've had the game since it was on sale at Christmas or something. And then I was working till New Year. I'm in about week 2 or 3. Got a lot to do, a lot to see, and I'm loving it. Go on, click accept. Close. indecision. There you go. You can do it. You can do it. Go on. Grab a pair of balls. Press accept. Defend the enhanced. Come on. It's a big balls play. Yes. Right. Now let's have a look and see if that is. Aha. See, now it gives me the contract. Okay. So this is what I actually came to the planet for. I've done 2 contracts on this planet looking for this quest. And now I finally found it. Wow. I think it'd be rude not to do it, don't you? 5 points in salvage. I'd like to have a lot more than that, but now it wants, what tonnage does it want? 315. So if I get myself a decent loadout, big head, maybe you can take the night off to rest it on your big pillow. So more order. That's the new one I bought myself. I just couldn't resist it. It's 75 tons, which was a number my maths was lacking quite often. I wanted a 75 tons to make up my team play, my build loadout correctly, and it's a cool looking one. Those are the ones I like. I've given it a fly. It's got a couple of PPCs and the guns and an auto cannon, maybe even some missiles. But it's playable, it's usable, it's effective. I think it's got medium lasers, PPCs, and an auto cannon.
Most of the residents have some form of bionic enhancements, which means the area is a high-risk target. Get out there and defend them, Commander.
So the town's in that sort of rocky outcrop crater. This is the, the last mission. That wasn't a big one. This is the big one.
Greetings, Merc. We're all grateful for your protection here today. Your presence means a great deal to the Free Worlds League.
Hostile forces just crossed the perimeter, Commander.
Got to kill 18 units and keep this thing alive.
New target, Vindicator. Target acquired.
Commando. I'm still on Lava Planet with my overheater tank, with my super small overheater tank. Everything I'm fighting is going to be the same or bigger. Exaggeration there, but not
Enemy
that big
forces
one.
closing in. Fast. This never gets old.
Target acquired.
Hey! I'll shoot you in the balls if you do that. Punch me again, I'm going to shoot you in the balls. Okay, so look at my heat, but what the hell? Headshotted him or something.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander.
Target acquired.
I'm afraid in this light, your tank looks pink, mate. Oh, yes it does. I know you've got a stupidly sized head, but you've got a pink tank. So. Not sure if that building counted as one of the ones I'm trying to protect. Either way, I'll use it for cover.
Target acquired.
Lost confidence in my shooting, mate. Can I overheat? I have the Wolverine. I don't know what tonnage a Wolverine is. 55, 50. I'm thinking sort of medium. It's pretty chunky. It's taking some hits.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
desperate for headshots or back shots or smart shots, basically. Super smart shots. Since, you know, since I'm only going to get one before I've shut down, might as well make them count.
New target, Battlemaster.
I think Battlemaster's like 85 tons, something like that. That's a big fella. I've used one. I've got one in my loadout, and I like it. It's a big boy. Takes a beating. Probably gives one too. The other one there is Thunderbolt, which again I think is another fairly hefty tank.
Target acquired.
The layout of this base, you know, with its kind of ring of crops, and I don't want to fight from the lava when I've got even more heat. The layout of this base, sort of surrounded by rocks in a ring, is making it really hard for me to get all my tanks, all my mechs on gun line with anything I'm fighting. So it tends to I run out in the lead with my smallest of all of them, puny tank. Start the fight with things bigger than me, and then they catch up. You know, I'd like it to be the other way around. I'd like them to be doing all the brawling, and me doing the sniping. You know, just a thought. Got a sniper tank, got brawler tanks. Just saying.
System offline.
But yeah, the layout is such that I'm struggling with that.
System offline.
Battlemaster looks at the end of the line for him. Good shot. Already done.
Target acquired.
The next one's the Thunderbolt, which is not a whole lot easier. Again, pretty tanky. Probably got some big weapons on it too. Name like Thunderbolt.
New target.
Must bring the thunder. Some lightning. Very, very frightening. Oh, look, his head's a bit to the right. It's misplaced.
Critical. System offline.
Yeah, like that's big hits. Really upset him.
Hostiles inbound. Brace for contact, Commander.
I struggle to know the difference on the radio without looking of who's talking. You know, bloody blah. I've lost a component. I'm thinking, is that my man? Is that my wingman? Is that the enemy saying that?
Take it out.
I think we need an identifying beep for friendly radio transmissions or something.
Target acquired.
Our own special mercenary code.
The area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause any more harm.
The garrison we're supposed to be protecting is taking a lot, doing way more than normally. The fight's over by now for me. All the other missions I play,
This
you know,
area is
it
operating at
doesn't often go below
If
80%.
you're going to make a move, now is
Almost
the
never.
time.
And this time, looking at
Enemy
some
reinforcements
43.
spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
Enemy destroyed.
40. If it goes below 40, that's a lost bonus. But yeah, so this isn't. This is a harder mission. It's visible. We've got 18, 10 things. Got 8 more things to kill. The other mechs seem to be in pretty good shape. No one's lost much more than paint and a bit of armour.
Tango down.
7 more to kill.
Target acquired.
But some of them are going to be big mechs. Damn it! What a coward I am, eh?
New target, Grasshopper.
I can grasp up to 70-ton mech.
Target acquired.
Yeah, that's proper. Take a beating, give one. He's just going to die. Wow. So I'm going to go for the legs, look, so that leg's almost done.
System offline. Incoming missile. System offline. Incoming missile. System offline.
Use some Irish lard and kneecap him. There you go. Legs done. Catapult. So he's got long range missiles and quite a lot of them. So what I want to do is get inside the long range missile range. Work at even though I'm a sniper, I don't want to sniper range of him. I don't think I can take the hits.
Whoa, that fuel tank just went up.
Target acquired.
So many targets, don't really know who we should be shooting at. Anything that sticks his head up has been my current tactic. What's that one? Another Wolverine. Don't know what tonnage they are, but whatever they were, I struggled to kill it quickly last time. 5 more kills required. One was at it. 4 of them are big mechs. Warhammer, that's like 70 or 80 tons. 5 more kills, 4 of them are big mechs. Bad boys. And I really can't afford to take much in the way of hit damage. Holding behind this rock. Kind of working. Just depression, that should keep me on line of sight as well. Alright, yes, I am being a coward, I confess. So yeah, look, my best shot there just scratched him. Probably missed him that. Oh no, scratched him again. But it's not even knocking components off him.
I'm getting torn apart over here.
I'm heating up so much I can't afford to do that. Unless it's really, really doing massive damage. Taking him out of the fight, preferably. Oh, my wingmen aren't here to take the hits for me. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. Right, he's done. Oh, well, I'm definitely not panicking. That's 2 down. 3 kills left to make. One of them's a tank. One of them's this catapult. It hasn't been doing a lot of long range missiles. Maybe I can get him in the top. Maybe I can get him in the head. Hop along. Do you want to take a leg out? Yes, I can. At least I think I did.
Target eliminated.
What's left? I haven't taken him out.
Good work. It seems as though the attack.
So, by my accounting,
the settlement should be safe for now.
that's the job done. Alright, I'll meet you a bit later, show you around my shopping trip. Sneak a look at the rewards first. Grasshopper 70 tons, yeah. Warhammer, Blackjack, 170. Can't afford any of them, can afford the Blackjack. Or some fancy level 3 weapons. I sort of think I would take the fancy level 3 weapons, but so much mouse clicking. beautiful universe it is. On that lovely view, I'm going to leave you. Oh, Dillablaggy, like and subscribe, please. I'm a YouTuber. I have to say these things. They'll never pay me, as opposed to they'll never pay me. See you later.